And good morning, math wizards and math masters. We're going to continue today to compare mixed numbers with other mixed numbers, improper fractions with other improper fractions, and, believe it or not, improper fractions with mixed numbers. Oh boy, that's a lot going on. Let's get started right away because we got a lot of problems to do for me and you. All right, we're going to start off with getting my brand new glasses. And we have 5 3/4. 5 3/4. And we're comparing it to 5 3/8. And we can also call that 3/4, of course, as you know. So, just looking at this right away, we can see that the 5s are equal. 5 is equal to 5. So let's just go ahead and go, no thank you, no thank you. We're just going to be concerned about the 3/4 and the 3/8. Now, if you know Mr. Leggett, which you do, he loves something called tape diagrams. Almost as much as he likes ape diagrams, although I don't know what an ape diagram is. Maybe I'll draw a picture of an ape and we can diagram it. So let's just take a look at 3/4 and 3/8 and see what's bigger. I hope you have out your scratch paper. All right, so let's make 3/4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll color in 3 of them. And let's do it like these little lines that go across. You know why? I bet you know why, because I'm going to break these boys in half. Okay, so right now, looking at this, what do we have? We have 3 3/4. Remember, I write it like that when I do the quizzes. And we have a quiz today, so you can take the quiz. So we have 3/4. Let's make the 4ths 8s. Okay, are you with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now, instead of 4ths, we have 8s. How many 8s is 3/4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 8s. So 3/4 is equivalent to 6 8s. Is that true? You better believe it is. So now let's do 3/8 and see where it is. And watch this, because Mr. Leggett has all his fancy new Sharpies. I'm going to go this way, and you can go this way with your pencil. We'll go 1, 2, and 3/8. So let's do this. There's a party going on next door, so if you hear people laughing and having a good time, that's why. And so this is 3/8. Do you see that? 3/8, 6/8. 6/8 is equivalent to 3/4. So what is Annie the alligator going to eat? Well, no doubt, she will definitely want to eat the 5 3/4. Like so. Isn't that fun? It's kind of fun when you get the hang of this, I think. Let's do another one. And this one is 5 2/5. Ooh, that's a crazy 5. 5 2/5, and we're comparing it to 5 8/10, okay? So 5 2/5 compared to 5 8/10. Let's see what happens when we get out the old tape diagram. Now, are you with me? I hope so. I hope you're enjoying this. Let's make a tape diagram. Okay, so I'm going to break this up into 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5 units. How many fifths do I have? I have 2. Okay, plain and simple, 5 2/5. And we'll cross out the 5s because we know they're equal. So now I just want to see if 2/5 is less than 8/10. And I think that you already know what is going to be bigger because you're a very smart group of boys and girls. So let's break this into half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. So instead of fifths, they're now 10. So let's see what 8 tenths looks like. Right now, well, I'm not, ooh, hold on. Let's do this. We showed at first that this was 2 fifths, right? And 2 fifths are equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 tenths. I hope you can see that, okay? So now let's see where we get with 8 tenths. And I'm going to use another color. We're going to color in 8 of these. I think you already know. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I did kind of a sloppy job, and I just wanted to hurry and get that done. So we completely see that 8 tenths is indeed more than 2 fifths, right? Pretty significant amount. So Andy the alligator will eat the larger number, which is 5 and 8 tenths. Okay, let's continue on. And we'll have, ooh, here we go. 5 and 6 tenths, and we're going to compare it to 27 fifths. Now the first thing we need to do is to break that into a mixed number, okay? A couple of ways we can go about it, right? We've reviewed a few of them. Let's look at the first way that was on the Snopes video where they say, well, I never. So we take 27, the numerator, and we divide it by the denominator, number 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, stop. That's too many. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 5 times 5. And when you divide, it's important to keep everything in a nice column. And the 5 goes over here, and then it's time to subtract. 7 minus 5, 6, 7 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. We don't need to do anything else. So now, remember, this is the components. We start out with the quotient, or the answer to the division problem is 5. And that's our whole number. Then we know the denominator stays the same. The denominator does not like to change, and the numerator is the remainder. So this is 27 fifths equals 5 and 2 fifths, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There's 2 left over, 2 fifths. Remember, we can also do this as a number bond. My name is Bond, number bond. Okay, look, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, so we have 25 fifths, and then 2 left over, 25, 26, 27, 2 fifths. 25 divided by 5 is 5, and then we bring down the 2 fifths. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope so. So now we have 5 and 2 fifths and 6 tenths. So all we need to compare really is the 2 fifths and 6 tenths because the 5s are equal. So let's go ahead and make 2 fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to shade in 2 of these. Okay, but now we have to compare that to 6 tenths. So what do we got to do? We got to break these into 10 pieces, right? 5 times 2. There's 2. There's 4. There's 6. There is 8. 1 to there is 10. Now we have 6 tenths. Is it going to be more than 2 fifths? We're going to find out right now. Hold on, let me get my other pen here. This originally was what? It was originally 2 fifths. But now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 tenths. And do you see that? 2 times 2 is 4 and 5 times 2 is 10. Kind of works out nicely. Now let's look at 6 tenths. We need to make 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So definitely we can see that 5 and 6 tenths is greater than 27 fifths or 5 and 2 fifths. So Annie Alligator says, thank you very much, I'm going to eat 5 and 6 tenths. We're going to do one more, and there actually 2 more. And there won't be a quiz today because I'm going to break this into 3 parts because it's a lot going on, a lot to learn. All right, don't you agree? I didn't learn this stuff till I was in, I don't know, 5th or 6th grade, maybe. 5 and 2/3 is it greater than, less than, or equal to 5 and 9/15? Let's cross out the 5. So all we're looking at is 2/3 and 9/15. Now, this really is going to make a big, long, extra long, skinny tape diagram. That's my specialty. Yes, it is. Okay, so we have a big tape diagram. Let's do 2/3. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. This, of course, represents one whole, as we know. And we're going to do 2/3. Remember, you can always pause if I'm going at too fast of motions. So this is 2/3. And I'm going to put it off to the side here so I can do its equivalent. We need to break this into 15 pieces, okay? 15 units. How do I do that? Do I just randomly do it? No, you don't randomly do anything in math. You go 3 times 5 is 15. 5, 10, 15. So we need to break each of these into 5 units. Each third into 5 units so they equal 15. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, oops, I didn't do a very good job, and there's 4 and 5. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4 and 5. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4 and 5. Now, let's see
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
if we could do what 9/15 will look like. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're going to color 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we can see that 9/15 is less than 2/3. There's the 2/3. And 2/3 was equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10/15. Right? So 10/15 would definitely be more than 9/15. So Annie Alligator is going to eat 5 and 2/3. So we got one more to do. That was a visitor that came in. I think maybe it was Princess Yvonne trying to bust in on our math lesson, as she usually does. So we have 7/2 and 7/3. Okay, let's do this one. 7/2 and 7/3. Okay, so what is greater? Let's turn them into mixed numbers. Okay, so let's do it with a number bond, and maybe we could just go right from there. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8's too many. Remember, it can't be over 7. 2, 4, 6. So 6/2 plus 1/2, right? 1's left over. 6 plus 1 is 7. Let's go over here. 3, 6, 9. Too many. 3, 6. So we have 3, 6, and 9. 9's too many, right? So we're going to have how many thirds to start off with? We're going to have 6/3. And then an additional 1/3. Well, look, we don't even need to do a tape diagram because we could figure this out by continuing to use a number bond. 6 divided by 2. Remember, fractions are just division. 2, 4, 6 is 3. And what's left over? 1/2. 3 and 1/2. Over here, 6 divided by 3. 3, 6 is 2. And left over is 1/3. So right away, we don't even need to worry about the fractions because we know that 3 is greater than 2. And Alligator would certainly eat 7/2 over 7/3. Once again, no quiz today. We'll do a quiz tomorrow. I know this is some pretty high-level math we're doing. I appreciate you guys trying your best out there. You know, normally this lesson, we'd be working on this for a long time. But, you know, we're just doing short little video lessons. Make sure you get your IXL done and your Imagine Learning. And I'll see you tomorrow. Be sure to log into Science and Language Arts. I think we're pretty much done with social studies this year. Maybe we'll do a couple of old-time movies that California knows known for its movie industry. And that is that for now. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow.